generations ago. And the same for South Asian. The last Indian or Pakistani ancestor was 5 generations ago. Central and South African ancestor, that was 6 generations ago, around the 1800s. Southeast Asian and North African is the same thing, around the 1800s. Wow. Wondering where your 3.8% British and Irish ancestry came from? By comparing your parents' DNA to your own, you determine how your ancestry composition was inherited. Okay, so because your results are there and they have my results, they show me what I got from mommy and what I got from you.
Okay.
So I got 48.1% of mommy's African
Wait, I
genes.
thought they were looking at his results.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so I was a little confused there. I thought we were looking at his DNA test, but it seems that she switched over to her DNA test and is now looking at her timeline. And what we're looking at here, this is actually a thing called phasing. And phasing is just the concept of when you do a DNA test and one of your parents does a DNA test, you can then take those two DNA tests and whatever DNA is matching from the parent to the child, you can phase that out, and anything that's left is coming from the other parent. So here we have her father, and it's giving all of the information about what she's inheriting from him. And so then they can make the inference that if she's inheriting all of this from him, everything else she's inheriting is coming from her mother. And looking at these results, it looks like they have changed from what we saw when she first did it. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that she had 0.1% South Asian, and now here it's showing that she has 0.6%. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong, but I said in the video where I reacted to her results that more than likely her results will change. And so I wonder if this is part of that change, which is interesting because sometimes the trace results will disappear. Sometimes they may bump up a little bit.
From you. So I got 48.1% of mommy's African genes, and I got 43.2% of your African genes. 1.7% of mommy's European, and 5.9% of your European genes. Oh, wow. Okay, 0.1% East Asian Native American, and the same thing. Okay, so let's go to your DNA relative, and these are everybody that you're related to. Okay. You have 866 relatives out there.
Okay. So how do you know if they die or if they are alive?
These are all people that took the test with 23andMe.
Oh, that took the test.
Yeah. Okay. So they were alive.
They have to be alive to take the test.
Yeah. Now remember, when it comes to your genetic matches, if they are matching you, you share DNA with them. There's no question about that. But they're going to give you an inference of how closely related they are to you, and just as I said, it's an inference. So, when you get your genetic match results, if it says second or third cousin, doesn't mean they're a second cousin, doesn't mean they're a third cousin. It means that it's somewhere within that range. Could be a second cousin once removed. Could be maybe like a third cousin once removed. Maybe it's a first cousin twice removed. Or, there's different things. And then when you get into the idea of half relationships or three-quarter siblings or, you get all sorts of craziness going on. So I don't know how much they're going to dive into these. They didn't dive into it much on the other videos.
Well, they don't mail it to Trinidad right now, but they're probably Trinidadian who are living in the United States. Yeah. So you get a lot of results of American people and a lot of European people. Okay. So you'll find a lot of people who live in places in America that you've never been to before, but they're cousins to us because of a great grandfather or grandmother that we have in common.
Yeah.
And these are people of different races and, from all over the world. So we share 49.8% DNA. Half of you is me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not going to say exactly 50% on these tests, but the way that DNA works, you get 50% from your mom, you get 50% from your dad. Now, there are different anomalies out there, but we're not going to get into that kind of stuff.
49.8%. So we share 49.8% DNA. You share 49.8% of your DNA with Alison Rice. Alison Rice is your daughter. So look at the chart. All of this is half identical DNA that we have in common. Yeah. So comparing your results to mine, I'm 91.3% African. You're 85.6% African, which makes sense because you being 85%, mommy's 95%. It makes sense that I fall right in between, which is like around 90%. So that's perfect. You're 12.9% European. Mommy was 4% European. So me being 7.6%, it makes sense. South Asian, 0.7. That's you. And I'm 0.6. Just a little less because mommy is 0%. East Asian Native American, you're 0.5 and I'm 0.2. The wonderful thing about you testing with 23andMe is that all of my DNA relatives, people that are related to you, I know for sure that they are related to me on your side. If they're not related to you, then they're related to definitely to mommy's side. I remember I told you about this woman before.
Yes, Judith.
Yes, yeah. And Florence.
Yeah, Florence.
Yeah, she's in her 90s.
Where she living?
Somewhere in the United States. I have to talk to her great-granddaughter. She's in the same generation with your father.
But she spelled her name R-I-C.
Yeah, R-I.
But the same family. So it could be the other side of rice that didn't change.
Okay.
Didn't put the Y instead of the I.
People choose to spell their names differently.
Yep.
The results looks good. Good to know that connected to a big bunch of people. Hundreds of people.
Okay, so she got her dad on GEDmatch
too. There's another website called GEDmatch. When you download your results, it's called raw DNA. You can actually put it next to somebody else's results to see if they're related to you or not. So when you put in yours and mine, it actually shows how much DNA we have in common. So yeah.
GEDmatch.com.
Yeah.
GEDmatch.
So all the blue that you see is matching segments that are greater than 7 centimorgans, and centimorgans is just a measurement. And if you look through all the,
it's going to be every chromosome.
You'll see that solid blue line there.
Because you're going to get one.
All the way down.
You're going to get one pair of each chromosome from your dad.
Half of your DNA went to me, so it just shows you how much. It just shows you how much we definitely do have in common. And if you were putting two people that weren't related, you won't see all the colors on this.
It wouldn't be as
no.
It wouldn't be together like that.
Yeah. You guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Check out the links in the description box where you'll be able to find a 10% off discount for Ancestry DNA. It's only there for a limited time, so make sure you take advantage of those savings. I have more results of more family members to show you, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel.
A lot of family results.
And make sure you click on the bell so that you'll get a notification every time I have a new result that's ready. Alright, well, until next time. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, I'm actually liking her videos a lot. She goes into a lot of the different parts of the test, especially she talks about genetic matching. She does discuss the family tree stuff, and she seems to have a pretty good understanding of how it all works generally. Based on what she had said in previous videos, she's done genealogy research. I wouldn't be surprised if, she's on a few different Facebook groups. She's probably read a whole bunch of stuff. She's diving into it if she's getting all of these different family members tested. So that's really cool. Even though this is the third video I've watched of hers, I basically watched, the 3 in a row. I still have not actually looked at her channel. So I need to look at her channel. I don't even know if she's still active. This video is from 2017. But I am curious to see if she has any videos going into her own family tree. So that would be really cool to see, and especially see maybe she does find some traces of that South Asian ancestry in her family. I don't know, that'd be really cool. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end. If you did enjoy, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And you can also subscribe just by clicking right about here. It's completely free to do so. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GeneaVlogger. I'm the GeneaVlogger. I'll see you in my next video.